begin. You guys a weekly view before we go down to the intraday. Here you have CMG inverted and actually a head and shoulders. You can see here the head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then a breakdown. It's actually been pretty strong the past few weeks. And I mean, the past few weeks, coming from 383 and testing 671.06. I did a basically how I got here, how we got this. I'm going to actually do it right now. Let's actually clear every drawing. Just remove every drawing, actually. All right. We're way outside of the 14 and 30 SMA, which will take us some time to get back to them, which is around 549. Here, we were outside of it, way outside of it. We bottomed. Then we came back to test it within a couple of weeks, a week and a half. A month and 1 week. So basically what I usually do, as you guys know, I draw my inverted extension for the short side from the top, recent low, and bring it back up here. But see, this has not aligned perfectly the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to readjust. And I'm actually going to move it from this one here. Oh. All right, let's bring this up. Let's move this over, actually. Get down here. Bring the top here. Nope, it wasn't this one because I actually had it lined up. I keep playing with it until I find the exact one that I want. I would go, was it this top here? To this top. Was it this one? Nope. It was this one then. So it was basically somewhere around here. Which that bottom there. So since the weekly's not giving me what I want, I'm gonna actually change to the daily. Much better. That's how I got my lines from when we opened up here. So I'm gonna show you. Perfect. Here it is. So I used here. This high came down to this low, pulled back. Remember, this is an inverted chart. Okay. And then I did my retracement from inside, which gray bar lines up perfectly here. You guys know how I am about gray bars. Very important. This would be a strong support level. In this case, we're going short, but this is basically a bullish chart being inverted for us. We're actually working in a wedge, a falling wedge, or in a sense, it'll be a rising wedge when it's not inverted. As you can see here. So I'm looking at a couple of things. Usually we're early, usually we're on time, usually we catch the move right when it happens, and this possibly Monday. CMG has been very strong, even when market is very weak. And by market being weak is, market has been very choppy. CMG holds up. The whole 666 was hitting a lot. Q Rock was actually posting about that too. We played CMG on the long side. We stopped playing it We actually had a good run with it for, I think, about 2 weeks. Then we moved on to better things. I like this on the short side. Why? Is because we're way outside of our SMAs, our 14 and 30 SMAs. We have a vacuum to 619 or 616 here, but 619 lines up down here. We have a vacuum to the 14 SMA, which is 639. So I'm looking at the 640 puts weeklies, but for that to work, we would need a 20-point move by Tuesday down. And then we need another 20-point move by Thursday down. CMG is known to have 6 points to 15 points. I mean, very possible. And by the 29th, a move here will be around 640 to 638. That's what I'm looking for. So I basically added another inverted extension, pulled back from this gray level to this upper level here. So we're looking at we're going to be working through two gray levels, 671.26 and the upper 637.26. So that will be my target for this week. You know what happens when we hit lower fib combo, middle fib combo, then upper fib combo. This is actually inverted, so the colors are actually inverted, which purple should be higher, as far as green should be where it should be in the middle, and blue should always be lower, but this is inverted, so again, it's upper. So this brings the 14 SMA to 643. That'll be our first target. This is a daily chart. It looks much more better on the 4 hour. Why? It looks more cleaner, and it shows you exactly how big the moves can be on a daily move. And all this congestion happening here around the gray bar is actually great. So they're holding it or they're shorting it here. A lot of action is going down here. They're not letting that price get back over here. They don't want it over 675 to hold. They get that back over 675 to hold, then we'll see more upside. But I like this chart a lot because on a 4 hour, it looks even much more cleaner. 14 SMA we have here, which will line up around, I don't actually have to add that. I'll just use this. Most congestion would be around 665, or even lower upper would be 661. So around 660 would be first target. Take off some profit. There's like 50 to 100% touching that, depending on how it opens. I'm honestly looking for CMG to open above the current closing price. I'm looking for 672 plus. 672, 673 plus. I'm taking puts on open. I'm looking at this week's 640s. And that means 645, 642, 50s, and 640s. Any of those can work. I'm looking for the one that's best priced. And by that, I mean, I want to buy one contract. I'm not looking to go heavy on the short side because if this move is not sure, it can go against us. So I want to play with caution. You take the test, you buy one contract. So I'm going to buy one contract here. My target is going to be 14 SMA. Once the 14 SMA once we hold above that, and we can get above the 14 SMA by Wednesday and hold above it, I see us seeing 637 by Friday. If not, possibly next Monday. But overall target by April, the first week of April, is 616. This is once we get over the gray bar, 637. So if we see 637 this week, 638, we'll test that, close out. If we can close out our puts by Thursday, that would be beautiful. And then we'll look for a pullback, probably more down to the 14 SMA or our mid fib combo, which is 647. We get a pullback there after we touch 637 or 638. We get close to it. I want to definitely add next week 600 puts. 600 puts next week. That means we're going to have a drop about 30 to 40 points. Well, from here, that's easily to get that 40-point move down here and test this. There's a gap that needs to be filled. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a month. It could take 2 months. But I'm also looking to buy some time 1 month out And I'm not going to buy the top of the gap. I'm actually going to buy the starting of the gap, which is going to be 566. So I'm looking at 566 puts. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to look at them now. So May 570 puts are pretty priced, not badly priced, but the best part about that is there's no open interest. Somebody bought the May 550 puts. They got them for 314. That's pretty good. I like it. And they started the open interest last week. They got it for 225 and 314. Nice fill. And 225 is actually under the current bid of 265. So that's added to my list for tomorrow. So we're looking for May 1st. That's a month's time. The value of those can basically move at least 500% within time. So if you buy 2 contracts, you ride one to at least 200% and let the last one ride until it cannot ride any higher. It's definitely going to stall around this area where this congestion is at. Last week we focused on BKNG on the long side. It became a short Thursday or Friday. We played it. A lot of you played it about 6 times. You buy the open, sell the. You buy the open. Well, you buy the close, sell the open. And you buy the open and you sell the close. Basically, BKNG was opening at $3, maybe at $5. It will pull back to like $3, and then it would hit up to like $6. That was what, Monday. By Tuesday, it was from $3.50 to $11. Then by Wednesday, it opened up again. It hit like $4.10. Then it went up to $8.60. Then by Thursday, it went to $3 something, and it hit $11. And by Friday, then it became a short. So you could have swinged it a lot of times. There's opportunities all the time, guys. And if you're buying two contracts, and you see that it keeps giving and giving and giving, and then it starts to slow down with that giving, then it means it's a time to go short. That downgrade really killed it. That killed it a lot. So here, now we're focusing on CMG. All we need is a downgrade, some bad news. Our timings has been impeccable with a lot. BA, BKNG was okay. I mean, we slayed that one, but BA was our biggest one with those puts. I mean, the whole news thing with the planes, that was very bad. But it worked out. Now CMG, we can get a lot of downgrades. We can get some bad news. I don't even care about the eagle eye, whatever. That's like old news. It has to be something big, something competition, something has to come to hit this. But I like this congestion here around the gray area. Same like this up here, look at that. It couldn't build above the gray area. Once it broke below it, it just kept going up and going higher. Now here we're building above it. We're holding above it. That's 3 closes above it. Here, that's 3 closes below it. No, I'm not gonna cover bib. I'm not. Bib just became a short. We missed that. I'm not gonna cover. I don't want to cover things that we missed. It's definitely not. It's not something I'm gonna do. Once you miss the move, once there's a big huge gap down like that, now you're either chasing to buy calls, or you're going short to. It's like BA. We were ahead of everybody in BA. We were short BA. Everybody was long BA, and we bought time and it worked out. And then it came in our favor with the news. Bib, we missed that big time. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of people on the team, you guys focus on things when I'm not focusing on it. And I love that. That means we have eyes around everything. But if I stray away from something for a long time, like I haven't focused on bios because bios weren't attractive to me anymore. You look for what's attractive, what's hot, price-wise. My scandal's picking up things that we played before. Yum has been hot. Pep has been hot. I'm definitely going to go over Pep. CMG's been hot on the upside. Pep has been hot on the downside, but it's been paying on the upside. There's a reason I'm going to say it's been hot on the downside. I'm going to explain that. Pep for the past 3 weeks has been struggling to break 117.74 or 117.12. My price memory with Pep is very instilled. And we're about to triple top or we're going to break out. It needs to break over 122.28. That's why we took the April calls, because it's very important. This 4 hour looks nice. Very interesting. There'll be another update tomorrow. Love it. Trend is beautiful. It's trending very well. I drew this. We're going to see 122.28. Let me remove this. Let's remove this trend line. Let's put it on a daily. Still ascending in an ascending triangle that we had drawn weeks back. This is when we play the earnings play. It's beautiful. This play came out lovely. It was 117.12. The build up there was amazing, as you can see. Couldn't break it. This is daily. If I put it on the weekly, you'll see. I think it was about 3 weeks. More than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks before just going parabolic here. Now it needs to get over 122.28 and hold above that. If it can do that, which I don't see why not, we just need a 3-point move this week for it to happen, to hold. If it had a 4-point move this week, that's even better. We have an upside target of 127. This is an ascending triangle breakout. I love ascending triangles. You guys know my favorite is asymmetrical triangles. And if you want, it could be a cup and handle or the inverse head and shoulders, however you want to call it. But Pep is definitely a good one. I love this one. It's been paying a lot. Also, Yum has been too. They both pay well, both sides, depending on which way you catch it. And these have been paying Fridays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Yum weekly. Inside. It possibly look like it's going to be like a 2-week thing for this one to break out and then go up to 111. I've been calling it for the longest. Yum should have been over $100 by now. And it actually hit $100 the week before last. It's a $100 stock. That's just my thoughts. Very congested stock though when it comes to like trading and trying to break a resistance. Always has that overhead. Let's remove. Let me clear all the drawings for Yum. Just re-clean it up. Here, boom. Bring it down here. Perfect. We need to get back over 99.73. So for some reason, I like the swings from 97 to 100. They pay very well. It's a 3-point move. You catch it on a Friday, you get a 2-point move with Yum, and you hit big. This Friday, we had 100 calls went from 2 cents to 20 cents in 20 minutes. I bought it at 2 cents. They went to 20 cents. And then they started like tethering, went from like 7, then it went back to 15, then it came back down to 0. But that's how it is on Fridays. Oh, and monthlies closed this week too. Monthly candles. March went very fast. After see what Yum does is after it breaks out, it actually holds holds itself. So I want to see this hold above 99.73. So I'm looking at 100 calls on open tomorrow to start. A pullback would be very good for Yum, and that's weeklies. I like this chart a lot. 109, 110 by. It's gonna take some time to get there though. Maybe October. Let's check what they're looking at. So if I went out as far as October, there's only one strike in October, not strike, but the 110s are 130. They're pretty cheap. 134 by 160. Those 110s. And a 10-point move from here, still won't be bad. Those would probably be worth 8 bags by October. I gotta calculate that. Give me 1 second. Maybe less, maybe 6, 7, depending on if the the month before October it spikes up, or within October it spikes up, or push the value nicely on the premiums. But guys, let's not look for home runs. Let's just look to profit. You know, let's play safe, let's play smart this week. So much money to be made. And with this chop, you guys are trying to catch everything, and you're not going to catch everything. See, yep, the value changes by October. So 110 by October, it's going to be only a 24% increase if it gets to 110 by there. But if it gets over that, then it can be very good. Maybe not even 6 bags. If it's hitting 110 by October, I don't know. This is a monthly. I mean, it's stagnant. If it's see this, I'm trying to see. So, all right, check this out. I'm gonna do a box, a channel, right? So last year's high was into the close, here to the low, here, right? So I'm gonna duplicate this. The year prior to that was even more extended, more wider. I want to duplicate this one now. Year before that, shorter. Now I'm gonna actually remove this because I want to see if that size is the same as this one. So let's duplicate, bring it down, almost just as even, right? So we're going off of these based off of these. This has already started the year off perfectly, up on the up side. So this is pretty good. I like it. Within an uptrend. So I want to actually use the most smallest, the mid-range. So out of all 3 of these boxes, I'm gonna duplicate this one, and I'm gonna use this one from the lows of the year. And look where it brings us to 108. So we're gonna hit 108 within 3 months. I might have to not go to October. Maybe before, maybe July. 110s are at 60 cents, but playing smart would be 105s. 105s for October. I mean, not October, I'm sorry. 105 for July's. Maybe let's even May 17th, 105s. They're 80 cents right now. Calculate them. So April, May would be here. We touch 107, 108 by May. Ooh, sorry. By May, puts us at 300%, which is 80 cents to $3.22. About 400%. That's still not bad. But I definitely like Yum. CMG. We have Pep. I have not closed Pep yet. I have not. I'm looking to close my Peps when I get to 122.28. That's gonna be my first when I take off those April calls off. Why? Because that is my target. If it cannot break that, then closing those out, and I'm gonna go start a short position. But I want to give it 2 weeks to attempt to close. As far as SPY and XPX goes, it's going to be very interesting, guys. I'm just telling you that right now. It was definitely strong. It definitely was. Once they held it over that 117, that 117.12, that was it. The upside was there. They broke it through 118. That 118 break was just crazy. See, like I was telling, like we said, and I told you guys earlier in the week last week. I think it was Wednesday. I said within 10 days, we're gonna retest the 30 SMA on a daily for SPY. Yeah, weekly is strong. Nice ascending triangle on Pep. If you can catch Pep on the weekly at the right time, it pays a lot. Fridays it pays the best. Wednesdays it pays probably half, maybe less. To SPY. Daily. We're opening up at 277.52 or the 30 SMA. This is going to be very interesting. I'm not looking to play SPY or XPX until probably after 1 o'clock. Sometimes it's good to take a break from SPY and XPX. We took a break from XPX for a long time, and it's actually been good for the past 2 weeks. We really touched XPX. SPY was the best. This gray bar, we have to get back over that 281.84. That's very important. I was mentioning that a lot. This is going to get very interesting. I just want this overhead over here to form as a support. This acts as a support. We're good to go. This is very interesting. So tomorrow, be very prepared. Those who went long over the weekend, just manage your risk. But the downside's there for the 4 hour on SPY. Definitely a bearish candle combo. Maybe we're going to have some more downside here. Maybe a little bit more tighter. Looks like the 14 is going to come down. We're probably going to come on 275. But just be ready for anything. My target this week, my focus will be CMG. We're going to nail CMG this week. Trust me. And that's it for now. That's it for tonight. I've been basically playing smart. And I'm actually really developing something that's actually going to work for everybody. You guys, a lot of you guys buy out even higher strikes. If your account is $500 and the strike is $1.25, but you want to pay 50 cents or 30 cents and you want to buy 30 strikes, 30 points higher, good luck, because you're asking to lose. I can give a target, doesn't necessarily mean that's going to hit that target, but when it hits that target, because already I was thinking 1800 was going to hit for BKNG, that was our target, but in the time from Monday to Tuesday, we got a 45-point increase, hitting our strike price. Automatically, it was a sell. That was 300%. You're not going to say, oh, I'm waiting for 1800. It's up 300%. Wait for 1800. You guys got to get that out your mental. But guys, get rest. Be very nimble this week. Try to stay up for Twitter. I post on Twitter just the charts and everything. Just focus this week and get rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep focused. CMG is going to be my focus. I just hope they don't have no news in the morning. Because if they have news in the morning, then I'm going to have to buy next week's strikes as opposed to this week's strikes. They can give us news Tuesday or Wednesday. But it has that news setup. Like, it has to vacuum. And vacuums happen on news, which is big swing. Something has to cause the big swing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to actually save this video and I'll upload it for you guys.